speaking of party promotion, is everybody hyped up for FYRE FEST Part 2?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah,
I didn't know.
So Billy McFarland, the guy who should very much still be in jail, but is out and is now doing a second FYRE FEST.
I love that. This is so incredible. I was reading about this the other day. This is fucking incredible.
So they've announced their first act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Oh, and I'm gonna wait till to tell you who it is to the end, because I wanted to mention that. So he is insisting that the party is real and it's happening. He had to push it a month back.
Right.
So it was supposed to be next month, but now it's May 30th through June 2nd on an island off the coast of Cancun. He says the event will offer, quote, boundary pushing excursions by day and intimate beachside performances at night. And
Is a boundary for pushing excursion, is that hunting man?
now you pull the gum and you wake up in jungle.
Dude,
Wait, are y'all are aware? I know you are, because you've obviously been reading up on this.
Oh, yeah.
But like the idea of like the government of this island.
Yeah,
is
no
like,
idea.
Yeah, I've got the quotes.
Okay.
His quotes are.
Okay, because I was like, have you talked about this yet at all?
I love
this.
this.
Is crazy.
I love this guy. So first of all, by the way, he claims that most of the musicians involved have agreed to lead experiences for festival goers.
no, they haven't.
Including
Rihanna's not going to take you four-wheeling. Like,
Also, Rihanna's not.
We're going fishing.
yeah, you know what I mean.
We're going fishing with Papa Roach.
yeah, including taking fans on whale shark excursions and leading MMA training exercises.
Dude.
I just love a guy just being like, yeah.
MMA training sessions with Rivers Cuomo.
I was gonna say a bodyguard held me while Lil Xan punched me in the dick.
I don't know any of these modern music references. I'm just like, who goes to festivals?
I
Who
said
does music
Papa
festivals?
Roach, so I'm clearly not doing well either.
On the first one, it was Ja Rule. So
Right,
it's not
Ja
going
Rule.
to be
Okay.
anyone good.
Well, so the first one, if you'll recall, it was Ja Rule.
Ja Rule catching strays over here. Harter.
50 Cent ruined him. That's right. He's a wankster.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that one song.
Which one?
Yeah, what's love?
Got to do.
That's because you like Ashanti. You like Ashanti.
I
You
do
don't
like
like Ja. No one
Ashanti.
likes Ja Rule. They just like Ashanti by proxy.
Yeah.
Oh, you also like
Ashanti by proxy.
Ashanti by proxy. You also like when they covered that song from Hamilton.
When are you gonna be my baby?
Yo. So they did a song
Okay,
from
fine.
Hamilton.
Ja Rule sucks. And then just jumped out the window.
No, they did a cover of "Helpless" from Hamilton, where Ashanti and Ja
yeah.
Rule. Ashanti, I ain't got $1 to my name. It sucks ass,
I
bro.
forgot about that. I fully fucking forgot about that. I blocked that from my memory.
Well, it was supposed to be him, Blink 182, this is the
Right.
first one, and Good Music, which is like Big Sean, Pusha T, Kanye
Yeah.
West. It was all this like stuff, and then of course none of that happened.
Not a soul arrived.
Yeah, they just stranded a bunch of rich idiots.
At least one soul arrived to deliver everybody their styrofoam sandwiches.
Cheese sandwich.
Oh, the
This
Your
styrofoam
loose-
cheese sandwich
With the loose iceberg lettuce.
the one slice of wheat bread with a slice of white American cheese on it and loose
A
lettuce.
spread that FEMA would turn its nose up at.
Oh yeah, so yeah, they got the big plans, but officials for the Mexican island where it's been announced to take place have said otherwise. In a recent interview with The Guardian, the tourism director of Isla Mujeres, Edgar Gascas, says, quote, "We have no knowledge of this event, nor contact with any person or company about it. For us,
Incredible.
Incredible.
How's it the same thing?
It's the same thing, but somehow worse.
he says, for us, this is an event that does not exist."
That's so fucking amazing. But it's coming in a month and a half.
Yeah. Oh, and the quote goes on.
So exciting.
The organizers didn't bother to approach the authorities, he continued. "It's very strange because any manager knows that if you're going to hold an event, let alone a massive event, you need municipal authorization. According to Gasca, there are, quote, red flags all over the place, including the event's exact location." He says, quote,
It's in the middle of a tungsten mine.
he says, "If you go on their website and use the coordinates they provide, that will put you in the ocean between Cancun and Isla Mujeres."
I didn't know that part.
Maybe it's happening on
That
a boat.
part I didn't know either.
It's like in Crazy Rich Asians where they
incredible.
have that party on the international waters on the big freight, like shipping freighter.
Yeah.
I mean, what is a boat if not an island? On
Yeah.
Whoa.
You get
a motorized island.
You get a big enough one.
Yeah, you
I
get on a
agree.
cruise ship. That's a
Yeah.
motorized island,
Fire
baby.
Fest 2.
That's a population of multi-thousands. That's an island.
Just imagine being Edgar Gasca, just a local bureaucrat on this island, and then all of a sudden this happens. And you're like, my moment has arrived.
Yeah. He's like, finally, I get this. This is really gonna make this place blow up because like when people actually come here afterwards.
I'm
He
trying
slams
to.
down his comically gigantic newspaper and goes, "What? It is my time."
I can't imagine who would actually buy tickets to this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking YouTubers who think they can go viral
Yeah.
Okay,
off
now-
being like, I'm going to check out FYRE FEST.
I was going to say,
Fyre
now,
Fry
here's-
Fest.
FYRE FEST. That
and
sounds
I'd go to
better.
that. I'm not going to lie to you. If I had the money, I would, just to see what would
it's
happen.
people just
I
ironically
really,
going.
really want to know what's going to happen. Like,
I mean, you could just wait for the YouTube video.
bring your own
It's gonna
bring
be
your
a
own
waste of
backpack
time.
full of Cliff Bars for sustenance. You know what I mean? Like you just
YouTubers
go
who
and
are
you,
all-
you go under the understanding that this is going to be bad and I'm going to have to rough it in the woods for like a few days.
or on a boat.
Or
you have to
boat.
rough it on a boat.
And Chuck Liddell's going to give you crypto coin.
Chuck Liddell and
MMA
Hawk
training.
Tua are gonna be there.
Well, the thing about the MMA training is there's so many MMA fighters who are hard up for money, so that could potentially be anyone.
Yeah, oh, Sure.
So that could be like hundreds of guys. Probably
Yeah.
no one you've ever heard of.
no one you
Well, they're gonna be doing some boundary pushing excursions.
It's going to be like Tito Ortiz or
Yeah.
some guy who fought years ago.
I fought
Uriah Faber.
Dude, that would be a huge get for them, honestly.
Hey, let's
he's,
go
a
zip-
he's a successful coach now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
go ziplining with Mazzy Star. Like,
Yeah.
Uriah Faber runs a gym called Alpha Male Training Gym.
Oh, okay.
They're real cool.
I just
there.
know 'cause
they
he
do
was like-
train women too.
He was in my. He was from my.
Yeah.
women?
Yeah.
They dropped all the charges. He can do that now.
He's from my hometown, and he like partied with this like a guy that I was friends with. So like I kind of knew him growing up. That's the only reason I could pull that name.
Great.
I didn't know anything. I'm glad he was like. It wasn't like, oh no, that guy's like dead. That's good.
Wow. He's doing well.
Good for him. Good job, Uriah.
Speaking of dad, let's get back to Fyre Fest 2.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited because you're right. There is, of course, going to be like a Netflix documentary about this because there's no. This is like a. I don't
that's
know.
the plan. The plan is so that is you make this thing that's spectacularly going to fail once again, and then you make money because they're going to make a fucking documentary about you, and they're
gotta-
going to like need to like buy some shit to your life rights or whatever.
Right,
Like,
right. Well, and I have to give credit to Billy McFarland because it's all about the crypto rug pull now. This guy's doing an old school rug pull.
Right. He's going back to the. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going back to basics.
Like,
No human
with
being
a-
has been less liquid than this man. Like,
I remember that first documentary about the first one. Like he was talking about how he was just like bothering people for money all the time to make the first
Yeah.
one happen. It's like who would give this guy money to do it again?
that's always my thing with with a lot of these scam documentaries too. Especially when you look at him, he's got like the shark's eyes.
Yeah. Oh,
Where-
he's a sociopath for
and
sure.
you're just like, what person would look at this guy and be like, yes, let's go with
this
him.
time. It's gonna go. I think it's gonna fly.
Well, it's like, and now the second time he is coasting on the previous fraudulency.
Right.
Like, that's like built into it.
Well, we're at a place as a society where we're like we just fucking love people that cheat and
Yeah, we do.
don't deserve
We
anything.
really do. We do.
We love a criminal that just gets to do anything. So
I mean, yeah.
I am really excited to hear who the first announced.
Well, so
Oh, I'm dying to hear. I'm so excited. I don't want to look at the computer. I don't want to accidentally see.
Well, so like I said last time, they booked all these big acts, and this time, who's the first headliner they announced? You guessed it, former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's doing music now. So, football player turned rapper Antonio Brown.
Football
Wow.
player who quit football in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he quit in the middle of a game.
Yeah, so Antonio Brown famously retired from the NFL in 2022 by running off the field shirtless mid-game.
This festival brought to you by CTE.
Since then, he's debuted as a rapper under the name AEB and released his debut album Paradigm with executive production from his good friend Kanye West.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait, what year?
2022. Yeah.
So not the best Kanye we've seen, but definitely not current Kanye.
Not 2025 Kanye.
I think that was
No, he was still
a
bad.
he was still-
it was bad.
He
It
was still a secret Nazi.
no.
at that
That's.
point.
I
He
think
wasn't-
it was open at that point.
It was
Yeah.
less like it was
It's less him
that's when
literally
he just-
going on Twitter and
Yeah.
going, "I am a Nazi."
I am
That's when he
Nazi.
was just like, I hate Jewish people.
Right.
Which for some reason in America we think there's a difference between
yeah.
the two.
Look, he didn't say he was a
there
Nazi. All he
kinda
said was
is.
that he
I don't
hates.
think
I
so.
think there is. I think there is.
What's the difference?
Well, I think there's a difference.
Nazis
between,
hate a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, Nazis hate a lot of people.
They hate the handicapped. They hate black people.
You
they
can be
hate
like
everything.
racist and prejudiced without being a Nazi.
Is this album good?
He had a song that was like, it wasn't a hit, but it was semi-viral for a second.
Is it-
'Cause
is
was
that this
just-
one?
Well, so I was going to say, like, for a guy who's famous for running off a field shirtless, his first single, this is called "Put That Shit On."
Oh, about his shirt.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, no.
crazy.
Is it good? No, absolutely not.
No, for sure. Yeah.
He had a little moment where he was performing live and he did a really weird dance, and then other professional football players started like semi-making fun of
Oh,
him.
great.
Yeah.
It was a
Well-
good time.
Well, that's enough to get me to an island in
Yeah,
Mexico.
he's the only announced performer is Antonio
That's
Brown.
it. That's it. It's just this guy. That's it.
Blink
that
182 was their big
Yeah.
one last time.
God.
They're like, we got something just as good.
What a
A football player.
what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
What a wow.
I won't feel like, here's the thing, is if it's like as big of a disaster and everyone's like stranded and starving again, I will feel no sympathy
No.
for any
No,
single
no, no,
person.
no, no,
In fact,
no.
I will actively pray for their death.
Yeah,
I don't like, if you know how easily accessible the information about how bad the first Fyre Fest is, you know this is going to be the same amount of bad, and you go and you're like, what the fuck happened? I don't care. You probably shouldn't be alive. I'm going to stick to
it's
that.
just gonna be irony.
In that way, I'm-
attendees.
Right.
I feel like they're literally that or like the morbid curiosity of like there's no way that lightning can strike twice. Like there's no way it can be
The scam
as
artist
like,
isn't gonna scam again.
yeah,
Surely.
yeah. He probably it's a fool me once.
This
fool me
is a
once.
redemption story.
He probably got good at this. Oh man! Well,
Yeah.
shout out to Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
headlining Fyre Fest too.
big. That's
in the
big.
middle of
That
the
shit-
ocean.
for an, for an
Hey,
emerging
Rivers,
artist,
us
emerging
a
like
favor.
Poseidon out of the fucking ocean.
Do us a
I
favor,
keep forgetting
Rivers.
this.
Put that shit on.
and it just sounds like the most generic trap beats and
Oh, yeah.
rapping.
Yeah, this
There's
is
nothing
very-
interesting about it at all.
Drop top.
How many views we got on this?
I think like 89,000.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, rough.
I know
dude.
we're not at Jam of the Week yet, but I bet
there
those comments are amazing.
I watch live streams of like theme park walkarounds with more views than that. Holy shit! Holy shit! I watched a video last night called about construction updates at Universal Studios Hollywood that had
Ooh.
200,000 views.
What's that Fast and Furious coaster looking like?
It's looking gorgeous, River.
It's actually headlining
the
Fyre
track.
Fest.
Oh, dude.
We got the
That
Fast and
track's
Furious
over the
coaster.
Starway now. It looks so cool, dude. That fucking like barrel loop over the fucking Starway. I'm so excited for that thing.
Hell yeah!
It's Antonio Brown and Vin Diesel singing that Rihanna song.
Singing a
In the
new
mid-
song called Family.
In an inner tube in the middle of the ocean.